And now you can see the Backseat Mogul Show in all its video glory on our YouTube page at roughedge.tv. It's tiki time at Harbor Cove Cafe. Dive into the tropical paradise at the end of Spinnaker Drive in Ventura with vibrant drinks, delicious bites, award-winning fish and chips, and more. Now featuring extended hours, a dinner menu, and happy hour, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Harbor Cove Cafe, the hidden treasure at the end of Spinnaker Drive. Visit harborcovecafe.net for more information.
Showbiz is a cruel and shallow money trench, a long plastic hallway where thieves and pimps run free and good men die like dogs for no good reason. There's also a bad side.
Oh, speaking of pivoting, we're pivoting. This is the Backseat Mogul Show live here at Rough Edge FM. I am our Scott Bolton. I am the Backseat Mogul, and there's these guys too. You got JohnyD sitting here, Jeff Genet sitting there, and we are not going to talk about the Haunted Museum today for reasons that will remain off air.
Over there.
Yes. So good morning, gentlemen. How are you doing?
Good morning.
Good. Yeah.
Been better, been worse. Been much worse.
It was a very bad morning for me because I got the news today that Phil Campbell from Motorhead has passed away. He'd been ill for a while, had some kind of surgery, and the surgery left him in a bad state. And so he passed away today. It's the same age I am. He was 64 years old when he died. And this guy was amazing. I had the opportunity to interview him once. And he was the nicest, kindest guy. And we had a great time talking. And when the conversation was all over, he goes, "You know, Scott, you seem like a nice guy. I'm going to leave you backstage passes for our show when we play Ventura. And here's my email address in case you ever want to get in touch." Wow. And I thought, that's really cool. And then I thought, well, of course, he gave me an email address. So by 1 year, the Motorhead won a Grammy for their version of Metallica's Ride the Lightning. I think it was Ride the Lightning. And so I sent it that email, and it was congratulations. And I got an email back. I said, thanks. But he was just a good guy. And the way that guy played guitar, he never got the real credit he deserves because he was in a band with Lemmy. Mm-hmm. When you got a superstar like Lemmy next to you, you tend to get overshadowed. And that's what happened with Phil, I think. But when he played that guitar, it like floated in front of him. It was like levitating in front of him as he played. He was magic on it. It was incredible. And he never complained. In fact, Lemmy was his friend on on Phil's first solo album after Motorhead broke up. He has a lyric about what he wants out of life. And at the end of it, he just says, "I want my best friend back." It was touching. And so unfortunately, Phil has passed away. That's 2/3 of the last iteration of Motorhead. Mickey D is the only member of that left, and he's the drummer. Had some great Mickey D stories too. But I don't think Mickey D will ever die because he's like Samson. He's long blonde hair, built like, well, he's a drummer, so of course he's got giant arms. But still very sad that Phil has passed, and I can't send him another email. I probably could. That'd be weird if I got an answer.
Yeah.
Wait, I think I see a story coming.
You just send something, it just comes back. Thanks.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks.
It's an auto reply.
Now I get it.
Congratulations on your moving to the next realm. Thanks.
That would be odd. That would be very odd. So I wore my Motorhead t-shirt today in honor of Phil, and also, of course, I got my Motorhead tattoo for Phil. So I just wanted to pass that on. I've been suspicious that something like this was going to happen because his bandmates, the guy, I'll explain his history after this. You're going to love this. His bandmates kept sending get well messages to him. And I thought, it's been a couple of weeks they've been doing that now. That does not look good. And then we got the news today that he passed away. But Phil was cool because I despise the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I think it's a joke. And they inducted Motorhead one year, but they only inducted the original members of Motorhead. And somebody finally got hold of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and took him by the throat and said, "You morons, those guys with the original members of Motorhead were only in the band for about 7 years. Phil was in Motorhead for 30 years. you're going to take him out of the picture? And they, we probably should leave him in, huh? I despise the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So they did induct him finally, but that was one thing that was cool. The other thing that was cool is that once Lemmy passed away, and Phil was so broke up about it, he couldn't even go to Lemmy's funeral. He was just in bad shape. But he started a band with his kids, and he and his kids would play Europe all the time. And I thought, how great is that? If you're going to go out, get on stage with your boys, play some rock and roll, and, just enjoy the rest of your life. And that's what he was able to do. So I had to bring up Phil first because Phil was utterly amazing. And I'm going to miss him. So anyway, we're going to talk about Irish movies today because St. Paddy's Day is coming up. We're going to talk about movies we've seen. Jeff saw a bunny movie. You did, right?
Beaver movie, yeah.
It's a beaver movie?
Yeah.
I'm not going to go there.
Not that kind of beaver.
I was gonna say, there's a line there too.
That's what the internet's for.
Yeah. Don't Google beaver movie because you'll find something completely different. I thought Hoppers was an Easter movie.
No.
You would think with that title.
Yeah.
I'll tell you all about it.
Okay, so we're going to get to Hoppers here.
I'll tell you all about it too.
And I do want to say that I watched Jeff's 127 Studios Best and Worst of the Year.
Okay.
That was a fun show. I enjoyed sitting there watching that. So that was entertaining. And that's at 127 Studios on YouTube if you want to look it up.
Yes. Yeah. Just be careful there.
Yeah. They pull no punches. They have no filters, which is how it should be, as a matter of fact. Scott says the only filtered show on Rough Edge FM is this one. So what does that tell you?
I started watching your Game of Thrones.
Oh, you did? Uh-huh.
Yeah. And
you got bored. That's rude.
No, I didn't get bored. I realized, I got to watch this for the Irish movie thing we're doing. So I watched part of it and I'll be getting back to it, but I found it quite interesting. I'm enjoying it. I'll put it that way.
Okay.
And that was your wife in that with you, right?
Yes.
She was having fun, wasn't she?
Yes. She hates acting, but she does it for me all the time. She's in a bunch of my videos. But yeah, I mean, you could tell watching that video, we were just like ad-libbing half of it.
I loved watching it because she does exactly what my wife does. When Shelly has tried to do the Backseat Mogul show with me a couple of times, but she comes in here and she just gets embarrassed and she starts giggling. Mm-hmm. And I noticed that your wife in that movie, she'd say her lines, and then she'd smile like.
Yeah. Yeah, there were like a couple of points where like I had to hold it together. Like that one I was talking to you about. Like you said you were making dinner. This is corn burrito from Corrales. You can see me kind of crack there for a second, and then it just cuts away. Like even then, I was like, "This is so funny, it's so stupid."
Especially because not only is it corn burritos, but it's one corn burrito on a plate with some lettuce or something.
Yeah,
it was fun to watch. Now that's not on 127 Studios though.
No, that's on my.
That's
personal.
Zero Turtle, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So check out Zero Turtle too, also on YouTube, and probably be careful there a little bit.
No, that one's fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Of my three, 127 is the worst.
What's the third one?
It's the Ghost Channel.
Oh, have you got that? Has that been running?
Yeah, I had it going through October and November last year.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Why did you mention that on the show?
Because I don't like to mention my stuff on it.
Dude, you got to promo the crap out of it.
Is this not an entertainment show?
Is
And
my
what
stuff
you
entertainment?
do
It's
is
science.
entertainment.
It's science.
Which is entertainment.
Well, to some people.
Now, your three shows are called, there's the 127, which is, what's the full title?
It's 127 Studios. It's a
Studios.
Logo of a 127 and a little rainbow. It says Studios because there's a few.
And the reason it's 127 Studios is because 1 + 2 + 7 = 10.
No, actually, we were trying to figure out a name because we had it. It was originally called Second Run Reels, which was the original title for First Run. It was called Second Run Reels because we worked at a second run movie theater and we were just talking about movies. So Reels. When that died, we wanted to revive it. So we came back with a different name. And at the time, my friend owed my other friend $127 for a computer part. And we kept giving them, it was just like that became a joke in the group. It's like, well, what if we named it 127 so that you always remember that you owe this person $127 because it's already been 2 years and you haven't paid it back. And we voted on like 15 different names, and that was the one out of like our whole friend group that got it. So that's why it's 127.
I like that. That's a good reason.
Yeah.
And the second one?
Zero Turtle, which has been my YouTube channel since like high school.
Yeah, I saw that. It was early days. Yeah.
Yeah. So like I got all my short films from like high school onward on that. And then
now where's the Zero Turtle name come from? Is it Gamma -1?
No, when I made an email account in middle school, I was just like, what could I put that maybe other people won't have? And I'm like, well, I like the number 0 and I like turtles. Zero Turtle. And it worked. And everything I've used it on, no one's ever taken Zero Turtle. And if somebody has, Zero Turtle 95. And it always works.
Perfect.
Never had to do anything else. So
that's very smart.
And the third one?
Second run paranormal. Second run because I liked second run reels. So I was just like, well, it's a bunch of, when it was starting, it was supposed to be all of us from the movie theater doing ghost hunting, but that never worked out. So
now these are all on YouTube.
Yeah. Those are all my different.
As is the rest of the world. YouTube's still like the number one place people watch those kind of videos. It's ahead of TikTok and everything. And by a lot, like 50%. So it's a big deal. That's why we were on YouTube. No, we had to go on YouTube, but it wasn't our choice. But
and we're also
looking at us, you know why? It wasn't our choice.
Hey, we're also on iHeartRadio.
Yes, that's true.
And we're also on
a bunch of other channels. Go to backseatmogul.com and you can see all the channels there. They thought I was going to list them? No.
Yeah, okay. You know what would really be cool?
I can't wait.
If we were on Prime Video with Amazon.
We are on Prime Audio. You can ask Siri to play. Siri. You can ask Alexa to play the Backseat Mogul show, and she will.
Really?
Which is weird. Yeah.
And what else is on Amazon?
Reacher. What are you trying to? Oh, it's time for that. Hi, I'm R. Scott Bolton. I write books. You should read them. rscottbolton.com.
And they're available on Amazon.com. And if you've got Amazon Prime, you're going to get free delivery. There's a plethora of books written by R. Scott Bolton. My favorite is Dead Dick, about a 1940s private detective, hence the term Dick, who has died, hence the word dead. The latest that's available is Bowling Bag in the Back Seat. Get these books, all 40,000 of them. Okay, there's not 40,000, maybe 39,999. No, not that many.
No. There's 8.
There's 8. And they run the gambit from science fiction to fantasy to everyday cops and robbers to private detective. Not just the 1940s private detective, but present day. And also, one of the books, which again I really like, Dead Dick, has nuns with machine guns riding a Harley. Get these books. You'll enjoy them. Amazon.com, R. Scott Bolton Books. Get them.
rscottbolton.com.
Film Festival.
So John is throwing out ideas for the Oldies But Goodies Film Festival, which is a good idea, but I mean, your guests are all going to be dead.
Well, then they can't come back at you.
Here's Roddy McDowell.
He's not dead. Oh, yeah, he is.
I loved Roddy McDowell.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get to.
Huh?
What'd you do? Make him a sandwich?
Probably.
Yeah.
It was a movie called Color of Evening.
He was in that too?
He was in that.
I think we went through this whole thing before because that was the one that you got me the autograph from Mr. It's too early this morning. Martin Scorsese.
Landau.
Oh, Landau. Marty to his friends.
Yeah.
I told Johnny to call him Marty.
That was so cool. Yes, I did craft services on that shoot.
I saw somebody complain the other day, and they were talking about it was one of the most outrageous Oscar losses of all time. and they're talking about the Martin Landau beating out Samuel L. Jackson for Pulp Fiction. Martin Landau is Ed Wood. And I understand the rage, quote unquote, but at the same time, that's who I would have given it to. I mean, Landau nailed that role in and his career was life-spanning at that time. It's time to give him a friggin' Oscar.
I'm quite surprised he didn't win the Oscar for
Mission Impossible?
no, Turner.
Oh.
About the
Tucker.
Tucker.
Yeah. He
And
was
he-
nominated, but
God,
he
he
didn't
was-
win. Yes,
He was so great in that. I thought he was better in that than he was in Ed Wood.
I would disagree.
Oh.
But
I
he
mean,
was
he was
very
great.
good. But he had, I will say that he had really good lines in Tucker. I mean, that one line where he's talking about his parents told him, or his grandparents told him, stay away from people, you'll catch their dreams. And he always thought that was the way to live your life. You know, instead of staying away from people, stay close to people and catch their dreams. And then he said, years later, I found out it said, stay away from people or you'll catch their germs. But, but he always thought it was dreams and turned that into a lifetime thing.
Yeah, he had some really, I'm going to say, spectacular roles in his film career, not just his television career, but his movies.
Yes. And he proved that he could act. You know, I mean, he was a TV actor, and sometimes, especially back then, these days, it's the line is blurred, but TV actors weren't considered the same level that film actors were. That's changed dramatically these days, but that's the way it went. And a lot of it has to do with James Gandolfini, I think. James Gandolfini is as Tony Soprano. Good Lord. I mean, I think I would get breathless out of his performances. You watch him and just, incredible.
Yeah, I think another person that could have played Tony Soprano would have been Robert De Niro.
Yeah, see, you should have stopped where you were ahead, because only James Gandolfini.
No, I agree. But if they hadn't gotten James Gandolfini, I really believe Robert De Niro could have pulled that role off. I mean, look at the role he did in The Irishman.
Well, sure. I mean, that's what he plays. He plays but he wasn't in Departed, was he? Was De Niro in Departed?
No.
We're going to get to Departed here shortly.
So at the end of the show, we're going to depart out the door.
Some of us may depart even earlier.
I slay myself. I know, if only.
All right, so let's talk about some movies we saw recently in theaters. Jeff, I'm going to start with you. And this one, the scariest movie you'll ever hear.
Yeah. All right. Undertone was a movie. I didn't look into it at all. I didn't watch any trailers at all about it. I just saw that ad, scariest movie you'll ever hear. I also saw ads that said this: the final moment will live in horror cinema history forever. The Blair Witch of audio horror. The scariest movie of the year, which everybody always says. Feels like it actually curses the audience.
That would be the Haunted Museum in Las Vegas.
I thought we weren't going to talk about that.
I'm sorry.
Something's going to happen.
So I went into this movie blind. I only knew that it was about podcasters who listen to audio stuff, creepy audio, and somebody sends in some audio for them to listen to. Cool premise, right? You mind if I give spoilers on this one?
No.
No as in no or no? Go ahead.
I don't think it matters at this point. I mean, it's not going to be in theaters long, and it's going to be, by the time it airs, people will have forgotten. And if you don't want the spoilers, just shut off for like 3 minutes. Turn off the audio.
Yeah, you're going to see me waving my hands around. When I stop doing that, it's good to turn it back the other.
So in answer to your question, go ahead.
I'll try to refrain, but I think there's some points that are going to come up. So the movie's about a woman who she's living with her mom at the time. Her mom is in a coma. She's passing away. So she's staying there in the final days of her life. There's other stuff going on off screen. Like she has a boyfriend that lives somewhere else that keeps wanting her attention. She finds out she's pregnant, stuff like that. There's a lot of pregnancy stuff in the movie. That's what's going on. And then she does this podcast. They listen to like 2 or 3 clips, and you would think that each clip is going to be something different, but no, these 10 clips pertain to a single event. It's this woman and this man, and he starts recording his wife because she's talking in her sleep. So it starts off real easy, right? She gets 3 clips in, and then she's like scared and she needs to stop. And then it's like a few more days in her life, and then they come back and they record the other half of the podcast, and then they go away, come back, record the other half of the podcast.
Okay.
I don't feel like we needed that. I feel like we could have just condensed it into one night and it would have been fine. We could have gotten all that extra context, but
And it's only 85 minutes long, so that's interesting that there's filler.
yeah. The thing is about the audio is my mind's like, I could go here, I could go here, I could go. I almost fell asleep during the movie.
Wow.
And it wasn't because it was a 10:30 show. It was just because it was not scary at all.
And that's not like you at all. You're usually completely into a movie.
No, like I can zone in and lock in and watch it, especially horror films. But this one was just like dragging on, and there was nothing scary. And the audio that they used, it was like they went into a first grade class and was like, "What's the scariest thing you've ever heard?" And they're like, "Oh, someone talking backwards." And they're like, "Oh yeah, let's use that." Because that's the audio. And all the audio clips, it's people talking backwards and songs backwards, and then that's scary to them. Or like big bangs on the wall.
That's so familiar though.
Yeah. So they have this thing where it's like nursery rhymes, how all the nursery rhymes like Baba Black Sheep, London Bridges, Ring Around the Rosie, they're all about like kids dying and stuff like that or whatever. They all have dark meaning. But if you play them backwards, you can hear them talk about other things. The thing is, when she's doing the research on them, all it does is show you a Wikipedia title of that song and then show you a creepy like Victorian era picture. And it's like, well, wait, hold on. What is you're just showing me pictures and you're expecting me to go, oh no, oh, that's creepy. It was like the writing was really, really, really lazy on this thing. Like they just said, people talking backwards is scary. Let's go with that. And the ending, the last 30 seconds of the movie is just, well, I guess I am going to spoil it, is just a blank screen with audio of the demon talking backwards. And the whole point of the demon is that it comes and steals your baby. And so that was the point. And it's just a blank screen, and it's just 30 seconds of the demon saying his name backwards. And it's like, that's it? That's what we get? That's it?
That is not a theatrical experience. I'm sorry.
No.
So it sounds like the scariest part of this whole movie was when you realized you actually paid money to go see this.
Pretty much.
Oh.
Yeah. And the thing is like audio, to me personally, that's the scariest thing that you can do in any horror movie. If it's because audio doesn't have a whole lot of context to it, and it allows your minds to fill in the gaps.
Mm-hmm.
So you have so much you can do with audio. And I had such high expectations for what they could do with it that to only use people talking backwards and music backwards is just so lazy to me. That's why it's like if a first grader said it, you know. And audio is one of the most important tools of horror. And I'll give an example. I don't know if you guys ever saw the movie Annihilation.
I don't think so.
With Natalie Portman. It
No.
was a it was a movie that I don't know if it was based on a story or something like that, but it's a cosmic horror, kind of like H.P. Lovecraft used to do.
Oh, okay. Oh, wait a second. Maybe I did see this.
The movie didn't do too good because cosmic horror is
I didn't.
hard to translate onto screen. because the reason H.P. Lovecraft works so well is because his stories have to do with the indescribable.
Right.
So half of the story is on the page, the rest of the story is in your mind, imagining what this thing could look like, what this thing is, right? Annihilation is that. That's why it doesn't translate well, because you're putting the indescribable in a describable form on the screen. There was a scene in the movie that I think is one of the scariest scenes in film history. And there is a scene where there's creatures that are mutating because of this asteroid or whatever. And they're absorbing the environment around them in a way. Earlier in the film, there's this bear that attacks a woman and drags her off. She disappears, right? Later in the film, they're tied up in a building, and then outside of the building, you hear this woman screaming. But it's not her. It is something else. And you can hear it in a bear's roar. And so the woman who has tied all these characters up, she thinks it's the woman who got taken away by the bear. She runs outside, gets attacked by the bear. And then this thing comes in and it's blind because it's mutated or whatever. And then you see the side of its face and there's a human skull mutated in the side of its face. And it's the roar of the bear is the woman's scream.
Oh, interesting.
And it is one of the most terrifying scenes I've ever seen because of the audio. This film, Undertone, which is all about audio, doesn't use any of that to its advantage. It had 10 clips, and all it did was, we're going to talk backwards.
So in other words, if you got the DVD and recorded that, you could reverse it and find out what they were actually saying.
Well, they did do some parts where they did that, and they were like, oh, this is what it's saying. That's crazy. But
there were no fries in the lunchroom today, like the first graders.
Yeah, it was just like, it was so underwhelming and just, like I said, very lazy. And it was...
That's the danger of advertising a movie or anything really as the scariest of all time. Yeah. Because, I mean, I know they want to put butts in the seats. They really don't care if it's true or not. But how many times do you go there and you're disappointed by that? We were talking about Veronica, which was... that they're advertising the scariest movie ever made. It wasn't.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, there's other movies that are much more scary than that one, I thought. So advertising that is a danger because you're taking a big risk on people being disappointed and then they're not coming back next time. So you got to consider that. And that sounds like Undertone big time did this.
Yeah. It just was extremely disappointing. And there's a lot of people who are like liking it. They're like, wow, this is a scary movie. I'm like, yeah, well, you would probably get scared if, I don't know, someone, I don't even know, dude. I just
covering them floating down the hall.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, I was falling asleep through the whole thing and that does not happen. It was ridiculous. I did not have a good time.
A comfortable chair you were sitting in?
River Park is fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't get my seat up against the rail like I like, but you know, it was a couple rows back. It's fine.
On a completely different note, there's one seat at River Park, and I don't even know which theater it's in. But if you sit there, there's a wall right in front of you, and it takes up a portion of the screen. It's like, take that seat out of there. Shouldn't be there. Huh. Drives me nuts. I always just move. I forget about it and buy it anyway because it's where I like to sit, and then I got to move over a couple of seats because it's there. But anyway, all right. So let's talk about the Beaver movie.
Hoppers. Hoppers was we saw it Saturday. I took my wife and my daughter to go see it, and it was a nice little movie. It's about this girl. She grows up with her grandmother, and her grandmother's all about nature. So there's in her backyard there's this little pond, and all these animals go to this pond. And then there's a development that's going to destroy the pond. So she's like this activist that's trying to save the pond. Stumbles upon this project that's creating robots in order for these scientists to go into the wild and kind of observe nature without human involvement. So she sees this as an opportunity. Oh, I can save the pond. Puts her consciousness inside of a beaver. That's why it's called Hoppers, because she hops consciousness.
Okay, now I got it. Okay.
And then she goes into the forest and it goes from there. This movie, it had it was like emotional at times. It was batshit at times. Oh, sorry. It was just like you'd think what's going. You're like, all right, and then it just takes this left turn. Is like, what is happening right now? Wait, well, hold on. They're doing what? And then it just keeps going and keeps going, and then it's like, I don't know. It was good. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a fun little movie.
Don't you love it when somebody throws you? Because I mean, all of us have seen enough movies that we can usually predict what's going to happen. And I love that because I'm always guilty of, okay, this is what's going to happen. And I love it when it doesn't.
Yeah.
So it surprises me, like, whoa, okay, good. Let's go this way, you know?
Yeah. And it works.
Yeah.
It's not like, you know, there's some movies, kids movies especially, where they just, it's like the writers are on drugs and it's just left turn after left turn and it doesn't make any sense.
Right.
It's like calculated in a way and it all just kind of comes back full circle. But once you feel like you get what the movie's going to be about, that's when it changes. And then once you get that again, that's when it changes again. And then it just changes again. And I don't know. I really enjoyed it. There's a lot of people who are like, this is Disney's version of the Wild Robot in a sense. Where, you know, it's very, you know, nature filled, but it's just this wacky over the top film. I had a lot of fun with it. It was my daughter enjoyed it. My wife enjoyed it. So I would recommend it.
So Pixar still got it going for them.
Yeah.
Good.
I think this is the better of the Disney movies that have been made recently.
Let me ask you this. Obviously it's animation. Would this, as a producer, director, writer, actor, would this work as a live action?
Well, we'll find out because eventually they'll do a live action.
Well, I think Pixar's been safe. They haven't been live actioning Pixar.
You know, wait till they start to threaten them like they always do.
Oh, well.
Wasn't Moana Pixar or is that Disney?
No, that was Disney.
Okay.
Yeah, but who owns Pixar?
Disney.
So then it is Disney.
That's why, as we talked last week, that's why Pixar keeps making Toy Story movies, because Disney just says, well, Mike, we'll make them ourselves then. And Pixar doesn't want to give up their legacy. I don't blame them.
Yeah.
So. But this was the better of the recent bunch.
Yeah, I'd say so. I enjoyed it. I don't think it would work as a live action because I've seen the live action films with the animals, The Lion King, and they make them so realistic that there's no emotion on those faces. So, and there's a thing that they do when in the movie when you're not in the hopper, the robot, the animals look normal to you, but when you're in the robot, these animals are a little more animated with their facial features and stuff. So there's a difference between your perspectives.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I enjoyed it. I do recommend it. Whether you have children or whether you are just someone looking for a good time, go see Hoppers. It's good. It's fun.
And then, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say between Hoppers and Undertone, go see Hoppers. And
since we started with Undertone and switched to a movie that has basically the same feel and atmosphere as Undertone, Hoppers, we're going to go from Hoppers to The Departed.
Yeah, I watched The Departed last night. I needed something to watch because Netflix kicked me off. We'll talk about that later, I suppose. So I put this movie in, and then I remembered we were supposed to talk about Irish films. This film, well, they said Irish a lot, so I assume there's Irish stuff going on.
That's got to count for something, yeah.
But I didn't personally see the Irishness in it, but
it's more of a gangster movie than it is Irish movie.
Yeah,
but still.
And I enjoyed it.
Okay, now it takes place in Boston.
Yes,
Boston is a very large Irish community.
Oh, okay.
There's your connection.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Now you hadn't seen this before.
Nope, never seen it.
This is the picture that Martin Scorsese won his Oscars for.
Which I didn't know it was Martin Scorsese until the credits started rolling.
Really?
And I said, wow, Marty, you did a good one.
I love it when that happens. You're watching a movie and you start reading the credits. You go, That was them.
And it was produced by Brad Pitt. I saw Brad Pitt's
Yeah.
name on there too. I was like, oh wow, okay.
I love The Departed. I think it's a great movie too. I love the fact that the storytellers really don't care if you think you know where it's going, because it ain't going where you think it's going.
Yeah.
Nicholson, jaw dropping. I don't think there'll ever be anybody like Jack Nicholson. I just don't. It's the film that Scorsese won. Like I said, he won his Oscars for, and it's funny because a lot of people said, well, it's not his best movie, but it's the time for him to win an Oscar. And I think that's true. I mean, Scorsese's been doing an Oscar since Raging Bull, if not before.
Mhm.
And so I have no issue with that, but I love Departed. I have a steel box at home. I got a steel box version of the DVD, and it's incredible writing. It's incredible acting, and it's Scorsese, which I know you're not as much of a fan of Scorsese as I am, but
It's just his movies aren't much for me. I like the guy. I really enjoy him. I love watching videos of him talking about making movies because he is a great director. It's just the movies that he directs aren't my style. Like I said, Goodfellas or The Irishman or even Killers of the Flower Moon, but I liked Hugo. I liked Shutter Island. I liked this one. I saw Casino recently. I enjoyed that one too.
Yeah.
So
You're talking about Scorsese, and I started thinking about remembering when Robin Williams was on stage, some awards thing. I can't remember which one it was. And he starts talking about Scorsese and his caterpillar eyebrows.
oh yeah.
He talked about off the cuff. He was great. And then, like
There's-
Scotty said earlier, he is so missed.
yeah, Ron Williams he was a true American value, is what he was. He was
an icon.
Yes, he was. Have you seen Bringing Up the Dead?
Nope.
With Nicolas Cage?
Uh-uh.
You want to see Scorsese go off the hooks? That movie hurts my head every time I watch it. But I like it, but it hurts my head. It's very weird. So anyway, is there anything else that you watched, or is that where we're going to stop for now? We'll get to the Irish things later. Unless that was your Irish thing, then we already got to it.
Well, that was my Irish thing. I didn't watch any Irish movies. I was planning on watching what was that one you mentioned? It's got I think it's got Leo in it. You drank my milkshake, or I drink your milk. Who's that guy? What's that guy's name? Oh boy, Last of the Mohicans.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Him.
Yeah.
Lincoln.
Yeah.
Gangs of New York.
No,
That
that's
was
right.
Gangs
You were
of
going to
New
watch.
York?
Yeah, he's in that, right?
Oh,
yeah, he's in there, but I don't remember that.
No, he was he was just pulling the line from Let There Be Blood, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There Will Be Blood. Yeah.
There Will Be Blood.
Yeah, because I couldn't remember his name.
Oh,
And then I couldn't remember the movie's name.
But he remembered Milkshake.
Yeah. It's a good scene.
It is.
I abandoned my boy. Yeah. It's a great movie.
It's a great movie, but I don't want to watch it often because it is depressing as all hell.
So good though.
Yeah.
I gotta watch that movie.
Gangs of New York, you said was Irish, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was gonna watch. But then, like I said, last night I was trying to watch this other movie we're gonna talk about, and I couldn't, so I plugged in The Departed because you gave me The Departed. Thank you for that, by the way.
Yes.
And then happened to fulfill the Irish quota, and
I'm glad you saw a Scorsese movie that you didn't know was Scorsese and
yeah,
were impressed by. That's nice. Yeah. I was going to talk. So we're going to take a quick break here because we're going to talk because that's you've covered your three, right? Is there anything else you wanted to cover?
I think that's everything.
Okay. And then we'll get to Johnny here in a second, but I wanted to talk about Firefly because something's going on with Firefly. Have you guys been paying attention to this?
Mhm.
Nathan Fillion has got an Instagram account, of course, and he's been showing up at all these doors and knocking on the doors, and the people answer the doors, and they're all the surviving members of Firefly.
Mm-hmm.
And he says to them, they usually say to him, "Oh, is it time?" And he's all, "It's time."
Oh, nice.
And so they're going to make a big announcement tomorrow at a convention. There's a Firefly panel, and they're going to make a big announcement at the panel. Nathan Fillion has said that it's not a podcast. It's not a convention. It's not one other thing. And so everybody's guessing that it's going to be a reboot of some kind or an animated film with their voices.
I hope it's not animated.
I do too. I want it to be like a 3-part reboot. And that's another thing, a theory that's flying around, is that it's a 3-part reboot not reboot, but continuation for Disney Plus. And, Disney Plus has got the money, and if they can get that group together because most of them are still working hard. If there's a time frame available, they need to jump on it. So the danger about this is they've got the Firefly, the brown coats in a fury. They're just trying to, what's going to happen? What are they going to announce? If they announce anything less than people are expecting, that's going to be crushing. It's like, oh, we're all going to be on the Tonight Show together. Don't build it up like you're doing a reboot.
Mm-hmm.
The animated film, I would accept it if that's what it is, but I'd rather it be a full-on
live
continuation. Yeah. And they've even gone back to Alan Tudyk, who, spoiler alert, doesn't make it through the series, but they've got back to him, and he's going to be part of this as well. So
nice.
I don't know. I mean, I'm buzzing with anticipation, but we won't know till tomorrow. So we'll find out from the convention tomorrow. So we'll be talking about that next week for sure.
Have you seen any of the series?
I was going to start it after Twin Peaks.
You do have it.
I have the movie Serenity. I do not have this series, but it's on Hulu, so I will be watching it through that.
I also have the DVDs, and so do you, right?
Of course.
Yeah. I don't have Blu-ray DVD. I just got regular.
I got just DVDs, but I do have the movie on Blu-ray because the beauty of that is that, and also the sadness of it all is that Fox screwed up Firefly, as we've talked about in this show, by showing them out of order. No, this one has more adventure, but it's a story. You can't show them out of order if they did, and it killed it. So it didn't get good ratings when it was on TV, and it gets canceled after its first season. But then the Browncoats came about and made this big pitch, and all of a sudden Firefly was like the biggest thing in the world. So the studio said, well, hell, let's make a movie. So they made the movie Serenity, put it in theaters. Nobody went to see it. It's like, they always talk about this. This is going to sound odd, but trust me, I'll get there. There's this grocery store over by my house, grocery outlet. It's been 3 or 4 different grocery stores. And people complain because there's no grocery stores in this end of town. It's like, well, because you don't go to the one that's there. So they have to keep closing and reopening. It's the same thing with Firefly. You didn't watch the series, you didn't watch the movie, and you want more? You got to watch it to make it happen. Yeah. The movie made $27 million, and it cost like 25 to make. That's pitiful, but it's such a good movie. It ties the whole series together in a knot. It's beautiful. It's got some of my favorite iconic lines in it, and I quote them to my wife all the time, and she goes, "Oh my God, again." But anyway, so I'm very excited about it, and you should, especially if they announce a reboot, you'll have to get caught up.
I really like.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
In the TV series Castle, it was their Halloween episode, or one of their Halloween episodes, and Nathan Fillion comes. He's in a scene with the actress who plays his daughter, and he comes out in a costume, and he's dressed as Captain Mal from Firefly, and his daughter looks at him, goes, "You've been there, you've done that," or something like that. And he just goes, "Yeah, you're right," and he walks off stage. It was a great line. It was a great scene. I love the way they referenced Firefly in that episode. I love it when a TV series does that. They did the same thing in Numbers with Judd Hirsch.
Taxi thing.
Because he was in Taxi, the comedy.
He was also in The Fabelmans.
Well, I haven't seen that one yet.
Well, that's on you.
But there was a reference to the comedy series Taxi in a dramatic series called Numbers. I just love it when a TV series does something like that.
And I think that's one of the things that makes Firefly so watchable is that the actors love those characters. They love playing those characters. They obviously are friends off screen as well as on screen. You can just feel it when you watch this stuff. And I think that always enhances something. And when you have a starship crew together that has that relationship, it not only affects you when somebody's in danger, because you feel that danger more acutely than you would otherwise, but it just gives it a warm family kind of feel. And I'm excited for you to watch it. And if they announce a reboot tomorrow, or even a movie, I guess I'm gonna have to go back and watch it again.
Oh, yeah.
What a bummer. Not a bummer at all.
That's definitely going to be there. Please don't be an animation. I'll watch it.
Oh no, I'll take an animation. Be an animation. Prefer to be a reboot of the series, but don't be something. If anything less than that is just gonna be a crushing disappointment. So we'll find out tomorrow at the panel at the convention. Johnny, what did you see this week?
I saw, besides my regular TV shows that I like to watch, the movies that I saw 2 Irish themed type movies. And because I cannot pronounce
the guy who said we should do an entire show about Irish movies, watched 2.
Well, it's because some of the other movies that I wanted to watch, they weren't available on my streaming services. And I did not have them in my collection, which, oh God.
So see, this is the cart before the horse.
Yeah, I know. The first one I saw was called The Siege at, and I cannot pronounce this, Jadop. How do you spell
it?
If I spelled it right, it's Jodopt.
Japon.
Oh, that sounds good.
Ooh.
Let's
gotta make it sound fancy. It sounds real.
Let me pull this up real quick. And because it was really it's based on true fact. It's about a UN contingent of Irish soldiers who are sent to the
Sounds
Congo.
racist. What they do? Pick out all the Irish guys. You guys go to the Congo?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
They have to go to. There's unrest in the Congo, and because a general in the Congolese, I don't even know if I said that right, army has overthrown the president. They killed the president, and he's taken over the country. So the UN is brought in. They're trying to quell the unrest. And it's about what happens. Like I said, it's based on true facts. It takes place in the 60s.
What's it called again? I'm sorry.
The Siege of Japot.
I think
that's it right there.
You spelled it severely wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Jadoville.
Yeah. Jadoville.
Oh.
And it was really a fantastic movie. In this movie, and I will tell you this, there's a lot of death and destruction.
In the Congo?
Yeah. And because you have all these Irish soldiers, and you notice how I'm not speaking with my Irish.
I was going to record a disclaimer. Please note, during this show, you may very well hear a very bad Irish accent, but so far, so good.
I'm telling you, it's not that bad. Okay, maybe that one was.
Got to prove my point.
Anyway,
I wasn't going to bring it up.
Wait, what? Oh, wait a minute. I have to do it this way. Wait, what? Okay.
You didn't have to do
it. Anyway, excellent movie. I highly recommend it. No, because what I wanted to say would be a spoiler, so I'm not going to say it.
So this was a TV movie, apparently. Oh, a Netflix movie from 2016. And I was trying to find the review rating. Do you guys see that I'm on? 7.2 out of 10. So that's not bad.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
I highly recommend it. And the main actor, Jason O'Mara, obviously Irish. And he's been in a lot of stuff, especially on TV.
Wait. I'm sorry. Oh, he plays Jack Pendergast. Jack Pendergast is the lead? Because the top cast starts with Jamie Dornan as Patrick Quinlan.
Well, okay. But
I'm just trying to get it straight.
Well, Jason O'Mara plays a high-ranking sergeant in this contingent.
Okay.
And yeah, like I said, it's really worth watching.
Mark Strong is in it, so that makes it worth watching right there. He's pretty good.
So
okay, what else did you see?
I saw a Liam Neeson movie, In the Land of Saints and Sinners. That is really obvious. It takes place in Ireland, and it also has Miles O'Brien.
Cole Meany?
Yeah, him. Right there. No, it's not there.
No, don't point because the audience can't see it.
Okay.
Just, we know Cole Meany is from Star Trek.
Right.
Yeah, he plays the engineer.
Yeah, he played Miles O'Brien.
Right.
Anyway, and he was also in The Commitments.
Yes, he was.
And he's been in a lot of stuff.
He was terrific in The Commitments too.
Along the way.
Liam Neeson plays a
And the,
I guess you
The
could,
I'm
disillusioned
hearing-
hitman.
yeah, I guess you could say that.
That's
Yeah,
what
thank
IMDb says. So
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, right there. Anyway, it's really good. It's takes place in Ireland, and it's about people getting killed. I'll put it that way. This movie is really worth watching. This came out in, I think, 2023, 2024.
That's fairly new.
Yeah. I highly recommend this movie. It's very, very good.
okay, so the title of this movie is In the Land of Saints and Sinners, but the original title was In the Lands of Saints and Sinners. All they did was change the "and" with an ampersand. That was worth noting.
Oh, okay.
Where did you watch this at?
I watched it on Prime Video.
Really?
Okay.
Interesting. Have you guys noticed that, and maybe I'm the only one here, that no matter how bad a movie it is, and Liam Neeson's been in a lot of bad movies, that it's okay because he's so good?
Yeah.
Just his, even if he's not even giving it his all, it's something about his voice and his cadence just fit movies.
Does Liam Neeson talk in an accent in this?
What are you doing, Jeff?
Huh?
What are you doing?
I was just asking if you
Yeah,
talked in an
you're
accent.
out inviting the devil.
No. I did that a couple weeks ago.
Well, I've
No, I was
got
talking
to-
about Liam Neeson.
I have to say it's too late. The
Oh,
devil's there.
jeez.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
I can't help it.
jeez.
You started. But I was trying so hard not to do it, but then it came out. I'm sorry. Get back.
Okay, so I know you also saw this.
yes, I saw
War
War
Machine.
Now, not really an Irish movie. There might have been some Irish people in it,
Not by any stretch of the imagination.
and this is not to be. This is with Alan Ritchson, who plays.
Believe me, most people at this point know this War Machine and not the others.
Correct.
Because this 40 million views in its first week. It's a huge monster hit.
And I saw this on
Because he
Netflix,
is a huge monster, Alan Ritchson.
but he's not the monster in this.
I would debate that.
No, it's the movie. You be watching something and then you go, really? That's what this is about? I didn't realize when you first see the beginning of the movie and then what he goes through later. I was not expecting what happened.
Well, that's the beauty of a movie.
I'm
It's
trying
supposed
to,
to surprise you.
Exactly.
Well, I'll tell you what happens, and most of you know this because most
I
of you
didn't
have
want to
seen
do
it.
a spoiler on it.
I'm not going to spoil it because that's how they advertise it. It's in the trailer.
Hey.
He's undergoing the Navy Ranger, Army
No,
Ranger,
Army.
Ranger program, and he gets an assignment, and his assignment is to go into it's a test assignment, obviously, to go into a wooded area, find a missing airplane, destroy it because there's technology that they don't want the enemy to have, and return to base. So they go
This
there.
is part of his Ranger training.
Yes, that's part of that would be part of the test. So they go there and they find what they think is the high-tech airplane that crashed. But Alan Ritchson walks on a little farther and finds, wait a minute, the real plane's over here. What the hell is that? Well, it's very similar to RoboCop on a much bigger scale. You remember the robots at the end of the ones that had the two legs and walked around? It really reminds me of one of those, but it's on a much bigger scale. And its whole design is to kill the enemy. And so now you've got Alan Ritchson trying to protect his wounded crew from this beast and trying to keep this beast, it's not a beast, it's a machine, from taking over the world because it could clearly do so. And then, of course, well, there's going to be a sequel. Let's put it that way. I like it because Ritchson is he's like Liam Neeson. That guy's magic on camera. Your eyes are just drawn to him. And he's so friggin' huge. It's frightening. He's just this monster. And the way he moves, and he did most of his own stunts in this thing because he said audience deserves to see my face doing these stunts. And if you watch the background footage, like, for example, the scene where he's in the river, floating on the river, they got him on a cable, of course, which they fuzzed out later. But he gets out of that water. He's all, he's exhausted because he's really doing the work. And he's in full uniform in the water. It's just stunning. Plus, he's got that, he's not charming in this like he is in other things, but you believe every second that who he says he is. The special effects are pretty good. You've seen this movie a dozen times, so don't expect any surprises from it because that's that. But yeah, I very much liked it. My wife fell asleep. She's not an action movie fan, so she was asleep. But it's very good, and it's too bad your Netflix doesn't work because.
Yeah. Well,
But no, and the supporting cast.
Everybody
That's
was great in it
fantastic.
for that kind of. You know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of the original Predator, with Richardson having that same undeniable screen chemistry that Schwarzenegger had in that, and it's a thing from space, and he's trying to fight. So it's big, it's splashy, it's one of Netflix's biggest hits ever, and deservedly so. So there will be sequels.
To the supporting actors, Isai Morales.
Oh, he's great.
Yeah, he remember he played the bad guy in the last James Bond movie.
He did.
And also Dennis Quaid.
Yeah.
And they're actually supporting actors in this, but Dennis Quaid, I'll see anything that
of course
Dennis
you will.
Quaid is in.
I know.
Oh, he's good.
He is. But that's not why you'll see him. But we're not going to discuss that.
He was I was going to say he was a great Doc Holliday. I have a hard time trying to decide who I liked better, Val Kilmer's Doc Holliday or Dennis Quaid's Doc Holliday. They were both fantastic. Maybe Val Kilmer a little bit more.
I was going to say, I don't think Dennis Quaid's great, but he doesn't hold a candle to Val Kilmer, is it?
He also, when they did I think it was a TV movie about the Beach Boys, he played Dennis Wilson. And what was that movie he did that had to do with radio waves going back and forth in time?
That was radio waves that go back and forth in time.
You want me to start talking?
No, I want you to know this stuff before you start talking about
No,
it.
I just had it and it went. See what happens?
That
when you
does
get to be
happen.
my age. They even did I think it was a short-lived or very short TV series.
Okay, we're moving on. So the movie I saw was Trap House. Dave Bautista, Bobby Cannavale, and others. It's an action movie that Dave Bautista actually was a producer on. Also, I believe a Netflix movie. Big problems with this movie. And this is the odd thing. It's probably one of Bautista's best performances. He's really good in this. But here's the storyline. There are a group of kids who discover that while they're at high school, that their parents all work for the CIA and go on these secret missions. One of their parents is actually killed on a mission. And they find out that the DEA, they're DEA agents, not CIA, can't do anything for them. So they have no money. They have to move back to their hometown where they're going to live with no money. Well, the kids don't think that's right. So the kids decide they're going to start robbing the cartel in their hometown. And they start with the low-level drug things and then go all the way to the big ones. And they use their father's equipment and to go out and commit these missions. Now they use bean bags instead of real shotgun shells, which is stupid. Why?
Because those people are going to get back up.
And they're using real weapons.
Yeah.
And
so is Dave Bautista one of these kids?
No, he's a big
kid.
He's with the father. He's one of the fathers.
Okay.
And it's so ridiculous. I just don't like movies like this where these punk kids, even though they've got their parents' equipment to go on these missions, they're going out and they have no idea how to take on the cartel. And by the way, they're getting to cartel members that their parents can't get to. How is this working out? Maybe it looked good on paper, but it does not play. And it's too bad because, as I said, Dave Bautista is just terrific in it.
It sort of sounds like that. What was that movie where the kids, one of them, his father has been captured by the enemy. He's a pilot. He gets captured. So the kids end up flying.
Spy Kids.
No, not Spy Kids.
Actually, Spy Kids works. Spy Kids.
But
yeah.
You know the one I'm talking about.
Red Dawn.
No.
I have a problem with Red Dawn too, and my son hates me for it. I don't care, but they're both ridiculous.
The first one, the original Red Dawn, I enjoyed that. I thought I liked it.
You thought a football team could take on the Russian army? Sure.
Well, it wasn't the Russian army. It was the Cuban army.
Sent by who?
The Russians.
Okay.
But
thanks.
and who ended up helping us?
In the reboot, it was the North Koreans.
That's true too. But who ended up helping us?
And the new one, it's Iran.
Yeah, what?
Just wait.
Oh, by the way, that movie I was trying to think of is Frequency.
Oh yes, I remember Frequency.
The movie you were just talking about?
No, the one that
With
I couldn't
Dennis
remember.
Dennis Quaid.
Oh, that you couldn't remember 20 minutes ago? Okay.
Did you see both Red Dawns?
No,
Okay.
I didn't. I saw the original one.
And
This was many years ago. I enjoyed it.
Hey,
But I
Patrick
watched-
Swayze. I'm going to watch it.
I'm
Yeah.
not saying that there's anything wrong with particular. I just don't buy the stories that teenage kids can do what full armies can't.
I
It
remember
drives me nuts.
it was a specific marathon. I watched The Outsiders, Red Dawn, Young Guns, and something else that was similar in that vein.
That was Juvenile Week on that channel.
I suppose. I don't know. I enjoyed them all. You know. So.
Yeah. I just don't. It just bothers me when the kids are doing stuff that it just doesn't seem possible to me. I mean, maybe you've gone out on raids and we don't know about it, and you probably shouldn't talk about it on the show.
Yeah, especially now.
Yeah. So, but but that's that's been one of my pet peeves forever. That's why I didn't like Red Dawn. Oh yeah, the football team's gonna come on. It's a football team. It's like real football players now. This infuriates me. Oh, they're warriors in the field. Drop them in a war zone and see how much of a warrior they are.
The movie I was trying to remember is Iron Eagle.
You're still going on about
Well, no, that because that was about
Right.
the kids. Because it had Louis Gossett Jr. and I couldn't remember what that actor's name. But he trains this kid, and they're going to go rescue the kid's father, who it has to do with
Okay, that's
flying.
understood. Yes.
Okay.
You were going to say, Jeff?
I was going to say, well, I had two kids in mind, but now I only have one because that other one. What if you had, a child team unit against soldiers, and you have the kid from Home Alone and Ki Kwan from The Goonies on that team?
I'd watch that movie.
Yeah.
Okay, see?
Yeah, that's true.
Do they have a chance now?
Yes, that they would have a chance.
There you go.
That's true. Okay, well, you picked the right cast.
Oh, and also you got to throw in one more, Grogu. Hey, he is a kid,
It's an alien, though.
but he's still a kid.
Okay.
A kid who can steal your French fries from across the table.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's just that's the sad thing about Trap House is everything about it's good. The cinematography is good. The acting is good. The flow of the movie is good. Everything's good, except the story is just silly. It's just silly.
Maybe it was meant
Let's
to
send
be
the boys. I wish, then I would have laughed. No, you're supposed to take it serious.
Oh.
Oh, we've been looking for this guy for 13 years. We can never get in the same room with him. And the next thing the kids are robbing him. Like, come on.
And this is on Netflix?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yep, sorry.
Watch it.
Sorry.
Irish movies that I watched.
That wasn't an Irish movie?
No.
That really wasn't my Irish accent.
We know.
Lord.
We know.
I have my list here somewhere, I believe. Oh, I got to find it. This is good radio when we're hunting for stuff. There we go. In Bruges is a movie that I really enjoy. It's a crime movie that's very edgy, and the cast is great, and I enjoyed that a lot. Michael Collins, you got to mention Michael Collins, because another great film. Is that Liam Neeson and Michael Collins? It is, right?
I think so.
And
There's
plus,
also-
it's John's favorite whiskey.
Oh, best Irish whiskey I've ever had, and they don't make it anymore. Dude, you got to make sure that whatever it is that you're going through, you got to get over it, because we're gonna eventually we're gonna crack one of those bottles of single malt Michael Collins. I have.
I'm willing to try it, but my experience with Michael Collins is, well, we'll just move on. Yeah, it was Michael Collins.
Yeah, but
was,
you guys sure helped drain that bottle that I brought it to the show that day.
maybe I'm thinking of something different. What's the one you took out? Oh, it was Jameson you took out of here.
No,
No. It was, you did take Jameson because maybe you didn't drink it. Maybe you just take it because it's free. But we had a bottle of Jameson here that tastes like cat's piss.
Oh no, that was
See, he admits it.
it wasn't Jameson's. That was Oh, it was so bad. I
Okay,
can't even
we
remember
need to
the
move
name
on.
of it.
We don't need it. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but that's gonna.
Michael Collins was very good. I enjoyed that. Neil Jordan directed that. The Commitments, you guys have both seen Commitments, right? And we're all fans. You've never seen, I thought you mentioned The Commitments.
You mentioned
Yeah.
it.
Oh, I thought you did.
No, I could have swore last week when we were talking about it. I thought you said you'd seen it.
Calling him a liar. He just said he didn't.
No, I'm calling you a
I
liar.
don't even know what The Commitments is.
Oh,
The Commitments is about a band, which is, I'll let you guess what their name is. It's The Commitments.
Oh,
And it's a really, truly great story about rock and roll and about the people that are involved in it. Alan Parker directed it, so he knows his stuff. And Cole Meany from Star Trek was one of the supporting actors, and he's terrific in it too. So The Commitments I had to mention. Leap Year is a movie that my wife wanted me to watch so that I had something lighthearted to talk about. It's a rom-com about a woman who goes to Ireland to propose to her husband to be, because in Ireland the woman can only propose to the man on leap year day.
oh, okay.
So she has to do it within that one day. It was cute, nothing worth writing home about, but that's about it. Finally, The Quiet Man. I finally got around to watching The Quiet Man. You've seen Quiet Man?
Nope.
Damn it. I wish you had, because we could talk about it, because I know what John thinks about it. The Quiet Man is an old John Wayne movie, 1952. And he plays a boxer from the United States who was born in Ireland, has a tragedy occur in the States. So he wants to return home to his roots. And he's very wealthy now because of his boxing. And he ends up at odds with a local there who wanted, John Wayne wanted to buy his old family home. This guy already had dibs on it because they didn't know John Wayne was coming back. So John Wayne outbids him because he's rich now. And from that point on, these guys have an issue all the way through. I've read reviews that say this movie is more of a museum piece than it is a classic film. And that's 100% true, because it is archaic in its depiction of Irishmen. They're all drunk and they're all fighting. It's archaic in its treatment of women, despite the fact that Maureen O'Hara is so good in this movie. I mean, there's a scene where he's hauling her off a train by tugging her along, throwing her to the ground. And their first time they meet, she's in his house, cleaning his house, and she starts to leave. He grabs her, throws her around, and gives her a big kiss. Like, she didn't ask for that.
Nor did she.
She didn't, John. This is the problem with people like you. And then the last third of the movie is just a fight between John Wayne, who doesn't want to fight because of his tragedy, and this other neighbor who John Wayne should have easily mopped the floor with, but it takes a third of the movie for the fight to come to an end, with the entire town following them. I mean, hundreds of people following them, betting on who's going to win the fight. I know it's a classic film. I know it's one of Steven Spielberg's favorite films. I get that as, somebody else called it a piece of fluffy nonsense. Yeah, if you look at it like that, that's okay. But it's really hard to say, even though it's a product of its era, that it's a classic movie at this point because of what I've just told you.
It is.
Yeah.
The cast that was in it, John Wayne, Victor McLaughlin, Maureen O'Hara, Ward Bond, Barry Fitzgerald. I could go on if I read the list. But hey, I'm being honest here. Oh, I don't know what that
Now
was.
another
That wasn't-
accent.
I don't know
that
what
wasn't-
that one was. It just came out.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Trying to get a taxi or something.
Oh, man.
That's what we're doing.
I'm walking here.
That's where it came from.
All right.
Well, I love that scene. That was not scripted either.
That's right. That was ad-lib.
But
Midnight Cowboy. You seen that?
No, but I've seen that scene.
Yeah, about a million times. I
Sure.
bet. Yeah.
Yeah. Knew all about it.
no, I every time I've watched that movie, if you're interested, I do have a copy of it.
This movie that he's talking about?
Yeah, Quiet Man. And
Okay.
I mean, a lot of John Wayne movies are that way. They're products of the era. This one's just so exceptional in that it really, I mean, as you're watching it now, it halts you. It's like, whoa, that's not a good thing to say. That's not a good thing to do. I mean, the scene where he's hauling her through the city was just, it was brutal to me.
Well, you remember the John Wayne movie, Maureen O'Hara, McClintock.
Yeah.
Or some people pronounce it McClintock.
You do?
Yeah, that woman did her own stunts in a lot of the movies.
No, I'm not. There's nothing against Maureen O'Hara. It's against the character being his wife, dragging his wife off a train through, and she's falling down and stuff, and he's dragging her. It's not pretty.
No, it's not. It's the same thing in McClintock. The way she pretty much gets dragged around and she's half clothed. Like you said, it's a product of its era.
It is, but that doesn't mean that I have to like it today.
Well, okay.
And that's my point, is that I've heard about this. Like I said, it's one of Steven Spielberg's favorite movies. John Ford directed it, and we know how Spielberg felt about John Ford. But it's tough to get past that stuff these days. And, thankfully, things have changed a little bit.
If
they're going back, but thankfully they changed a little bit.
Yeah, but now let me ask you this. If you're making a movie, a period piece about, let's just say the 1920s, do you want to stay as true to what actually went on back then, or are you going to clean it up to what would be standard for today?
I wouldn't touch it, not in a million years, but it belongs in a museum. That's my point. Once a movie's, I'm one of those people. I don't want people, that movie shouldn't exist anymore. We should cancel that movie. No. That's part of our history. And that's the beauty of it, really. That's the other good thing, is you can see that and go, oh God, that used to be okay, and now it's not. That's the good thing about it. But as far as a modern day viewing, I'd never seen it, and as I watched it for the first time, those things really struck me. And I know I'm going to get lots of hate mail about that, because The Quiet Man is considered a classic.
I'm already formulating my
but
mind.
I don't mind your hate mails, because all it says is blimey.
I don't say blimey. I go, that's a load of shite. Okay.
Why did I bring it up? I should have left it alone. Anyway, it is what it is. But I do like that one review. This is more of a museum piece than it is a classic film. And I got to agree with that. That's okay. And that's okay, but I can't imagine watching that film today, even if you've already seen it, and going, yeah, that's okay. It's not. It just isn't. So what else we got today, guys? Oh, we have this. I've been waiting for this.
Oh, before you do that.
Nope, too late.
Oh.
No, there's one movie that you said after Trap House. What was it?
The Quiet Man. Oh, there was a bunch.
Yeah, I know. Well, you gave me Trap House, Michael Collins, Leap Year, The Quiet Man.
In Bruges.
How do you spell that?
Bruges.
Oh, in
Bruges.
Okay.
How did you spell it?
Bruges.
No, the whole thing.
I-N.
W-H-O-L-E.
Is it one word or two words?
I-N space.
Oh.
Bruges.
Yeah, close enough. It's close enough. I was running out of room.
There's a Clint Eastwood movie, and I want to say it's outlawed Josie Wales, but I could be wrong. But another considered to be one of Clint Eastwood's best films. He rapes a woman in it. It's not like there's any thought about it. He literally rapes her.
Is that the one where he drags her into the barn?
No, I don't think so. Maybe.
Because in
it doesn't matter where he drags her.
Drifter. It was either High Plains Drifter or
it could have been High Plains Drifter.
Where's the one where you had the people paint the town red?
That was
not the outlaw Josie Wales.
No. I'm pretty sure it was outlaw Josie Wales, but it might have been High Plains Drifter, because I've been going back and watching a lot of westerns. By the way, Spielberg says his next movie is going to be a western.
Ooh.
Anyway, but he flat out rapes this woman. There's no gray line there. And I'm watching that going, I've seen that movie in theaters, completely forgot about that part. Or at that point, it was like, oh, that's what happens. Who knows? Mm-hmm. But now it's like, good Lord, that guy's not a hero by any stretch. Of course, it's okay because she likes it afterwards.
Yeah, it was the same thing with that movie, Once Upon a Time in America. It's directed by Sergio Leone, music by Ennio Morricone, and it's a great movie, but there's this really uncomfortable scene in the middle of it where Robert De Niro rapes this lady, and it's just like, I don't know if I want to keep watching this movie.
Yeah, it just like I said, it hauls you out of it,
Yeah.
and that's unfortunate, And again, products of their era, I get all that, but a la Josie Wells was what, 76? That was okay in 76. It shouldn't be okay.
Well, High Plains Drifter was 73.
That doesn't.
Well, no, I understand, but that was the one. But again, it's something that takes place in the mid. Sometime in the 1800s.
Okay, but Johnny, you're missing the point here. Raping a woman and then making a movie about a hero they don't go hand in hand. I mean, I'm the guy who didn't like Roofman because as good as that movie was, why are we celebrating that piece of crap? So it's the same with you even if you create a Western hero and he's supposed to be the great Western hero and he rapes somebody, no, it doesn't work.
I'm not defending.
Yes, you were.
Raping a person.
What were you saying then? You were trying to make it sound like it was okay because that's what happened back then.
No, I'm not saying it was okay. I'm saying is if they were making a movie about factual stuff that happened, are you going to have them clean up what actually happened?
No, but we're not talking about what actually happened. We're talking about a Western.
Which a lot of that stuff probably happened.
Oh my God. We're going to leave this where it is before John gets more hate mail than me.
No, that I get it all the time.
That's true too.
And most of it's written by you. That's true.
You don't know that. I use several different. I mean, they use different. Okay. So anyway, that's my issue. And you know what? I'll watch any movie, but I reserve the right to go, that's tough. Like you said about that Once Upon a Time in America, which I haven't seen.
One of my favorite scenes involved the trash truck.
Oh, where Matrix comes out in the morning, or his team does, and the guys on the truck machine gun him?
No.
Oh, that's Commando. Sorry.
You said Matrix, and I was like, Neo? Is a trash truck in that movie? I don't remember.
Okay. It's later in the movie where De Niro's character, he's older, and he goes to visit one of the character who was one of his childhood friends, who was a big, I think he was a big political person now.
Okay, yeah, he was played by James Woods. No, that's not.
The last name's Woods. What's his name? Is it James Woods?
Is it?
I'm sorry, I was rabbit holing to find out whether it was Outlaw Josie Wales or High Plains Drifter. It was High Plains Drifter.
Pull up Once Upon a Time in America. It was James Woods.
Yeah,
yeah,
I think so.
Okay, you remember that scene where he's standing there on the street
towards the end of the movie?
Towards the end of the movie, he's standing there on the street. Robert De Niro's across the street. He's looking at him. A trash truck goes by, and then he's gone.
Oh, he jumps. That's right. Yes. Now I remember. Yes.
But you don't know really what happened to him. It's like, did they grab him and throw him into the trash truck? Because he just disappeared.
Wow, that's a great cast in that movie.
There was some context to that.
De Niro, James Woods, Elizabeth McGovern, Treat Williams, Tuesday Weld, Burt Young, Joe Pesci, Danny Aiello, William Forsythe. That's pretty good.
Like I said, Sergio Leone with music by Ennio Morricone.
Does it have that visual greatness to it?
Oh, yeah.
I got to see it.
Yeah. In the beginning, it's like two halves. It's when they're kids and then when they're adults. And like, I love the first half when they're kids.
3 hours, 50 minutes.
Yeah.
That is a haul.
It's a good movie. I would say it's one of my favorites as far as
movies go.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I recommend it, Scotty.
I've been wanting to see it because, as I told you guys, I discovered the Dollars trilogy, and they just got better with each one. It was, and that when I got to Good, Bad, and the Ugly, I was like, this is one of the greatest films ever made. It's incredible. So I've been wanting to, kind of started following Sergio Leone, and I saw that, but I've never seen that.
And,
I know I didn't see it in a theater because there's no way my wife would have sat through a 3-hour, 50-minute movie.
And when Scotty says the dollar trilogies, it's all part of the spaghetti westerns because they were filmed in Italy and Spain.
All 3 great movies.
Mhm.
What else we got? Anything else? Oh yeah, I do want to talk about something else.
Oh,
Yeah, we haven't talked about it yet. The one that you wanted us to watch.
Oh, that's what we're doing. We'll do that first. Then we'll talk about Schwarzenegger. Don't let me forget Schwarzenegger.
don't forget.
Is it as bad as they say it is? We'll find out now on the Backseat Mogul Show. Brought to you by Pele Utu, Reno's only traditional tiki bar. A kaleidoscope of colors and tropical charm with the undeniable allure of paradise and intoxicatingly delicious cocktails. Pele Utu. Open Wednesday through Sunday from 12 p.m. to 11 p.m. 1275 Stardust Street in Reno, Nevada. For more information, please visit peleutu.com.
Okay, so today we have a movie called Spiderhead. Spiderhead is from 2022. It was directed by Joseph Kosinski, who directed Top Gun Maverick and F1, so he's been quite successful these days. And I watched it because of Chris Hemsworth. Now, I believe that Chris Hemsworth suffers from the same ailment that Brad Pitt does. He's so damn good looking that people don't realize he's a really good actor too. And I think that Spiderhead is a good example of this because he plays a character you haven't seen him play before. Maybe not to the cartoon degree of Furiosa, where he was just nuts insane, but you can see that this guy has got some chops. And I don't think he gets credit for that because, again, he's so damn good looking. The story is about a group of people who are jailed for some reason or whatever, but they've agreed to take part in a drug study. And so Chris Hemsworth is the guy who's administering these drugs, who created these drugs, and the people are his test subjects. And as you might expect, something goes awry. Now, I know you didn't see the whole thing, Jeff, but based on what you did see, could you give it a rating on a scale of 1 to 100?
It's definitely above average. I really enjoyed what I was seeing. I was getting invested. I stopped watching at the point where Chris Hemsworth drops his keys.
Oh, you were
Right
close.
there.
Yeah.
And like that's the kind of like the turning point of the movie where you can start, everything's going to start going from there. But then I got kicked off of Netflix. So.
He'll figure it out.
Chris Hemsworth was great in that. That was the one thing I took away. He was really good.
Yeah, it's stunning, isn't it?
And like Miles Teller, I was kind of I kind of feel like he's gonna pick up after this point, but he seemed kind of like, I don't want to say one-dimensional, like almost like monotone, or in a way, like kind of he's just there.
You know what? I thought he was kind of in Hemsworth's shadow. That's how. He's like, he was Hemsworth. Not he was shadowing him, but he was like dimmed because Hemsworth was so good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that was the first 30 minutes of the movie.
Yeah, you saw quite a bit up to that point. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, could you do a rating of 1 to 100? I know it's hard without seeing the whole thing, but
I'd just give it a 7.
So out of 1 to 100, though, it'd be 70.
70.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, sorry.
Perfect. That's very interesting. Johnny, what did you think?
I thought it was pretty strange when you see what's going on and all that. And I'm going to have to go a little bit better. I'm going to go with a 78 to 79, maybe even an 80%. I enjoyed the movie. I was a little disappointed in the ending. And I'm not going to say, I'll talk about that off air because I want a spoiler alert on it. But I liked it. I did. I liked it.
Okay, so you're thinking 78, 79-ish?
Yeah.
My number was 72. Not 70, it was 70 as well. Because as I said, I loved Hemsworth. I'm a big Miles Teller fan, but I did feel that he was a little diminished in this. but he's great anyway. But I just realized that's probably how he got the Top Gun movie, right? Because he was in Spiderhead.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Or was Top Gun before Spiderhead? I don't remember. Anyway, Miles Teller is very good.
Well, Top Gun, they'd been filming that for. Weren't they filming that during the pandemic, and that's why it took so long?
Maybe, yeah, that may be true. It might have got held back by the pandemic, and I think you're right. And I think Tom Cruise put his foot down because he still had a lot of more power than he does today.
That was Mission Impossible.
Oh, was Mission Impossible?
Yeah.
And that ended up going to theaters too.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, because Top Gun made over $1 billion easy, like $1.5 billion, I think.
This is Top Gun Maverick.
Yes, but I thought everybody in it was great. The story was interesting because it all takes place pretty much at this little lab on an island. So it's a little claustrophobic, but that also plays into the film because of the drugs and what have you. Journey Smollett was the other one I was going to mention. She's terrific in it as well. And I like the score, everything about it. And I watched it because of Chris Hemsworth and that, in fact, that Joseph Kosinski had become a fan of because of it. I mean, F1 is an amazing movie. As was Top Gun Maverick, better than it should have been. But as I was kind of wandering around, I saw Spiderhead and I thought, sounds interesting. Let's watch that. And before I started it, I made the mistake, don't ever do this, of going to Rotten Tomatoes first. You know what its rating on Rotten Tomatoes is? 33. What movie did they see? I mean, 50%, if you gave it 50%, I get it, but 33% of the critics thought it was worth recommending. That seems way low to me. The Metacritic score was 54. So that's more, I can understand that. I would go higher, but I can understand Metacritic going 54 and IMDb has got it 5.5. So they're all around the middle there. That's understandable, but 33 is way too low for this picture.
Okay. What I know you don't do it anymore, but I
didn't even look at the audience score.
Audience score.
No, I don't. They're too easily manipulated now. I don't bother with the audience scores. Yeah, I mean, you have people who review bomb movies and make those scores useless. So I don't even look at those anymore.
So then I would say all three of us are pretty close to the same. You two are at 70. I'm at 78 to 80. So I'd say we're all three pretty much in the ballpark.
Yeah, how we feel and I want you to finish watching it because the end does get a little expansive, let's say. But I didn't mind it.
I would like to see the rest of it, and like, as much as I hate I've actually canceled pretty much all of my streaming services just because of all the ads and how expensive they are and how dumb their policies are. But I've thought about just doing a 1 month for Netflix just because, like, there's a couple of shows I want to watch. The new One Piece show came out, so I want to watch that, and a couple other things I want to just blow through. And I do want to finish that movie, but I can't even get. Usually, you would be able to get on if you downloaded it within the IP zone. Yeah, you can't even access Netflix as an app if you're outside of that IP zone.
I don't know what's going on. We had the same problem last night with Disney. They told us we were in the wrong region. It's the same thing I've been using forever, but everybody's upping their security and they're shutting out people that shouldn't be shut out.
I'm having a problem with the DoorDash. I'm getting gigged on this, that, and the other thing. That wasn't even me. So I think a lot of it has to do with the AI.
Well, if they're using AI for that, that's on them. I mean, that's certain things you shouldn't be using it for. But I mean, there's a lot of things you shouldn't be using it for. It's a good tool, but people are using it the wrong way. And what's it all boil down to? Users.
And when I actually get to talk to somebody with
is it AI?
DoorDash, they say no, they're having a lot of problems. They're getting a lot of complaints from the drivers. So
you brought that on yourselves.
It's really funny to me talking about AI, how that company is bringing back mammoths and stuff. And you read the comments, it's like, didn't they watch Jurassic Park? And you totally miss the point of what Jurassic Park's about. Doesn't make any sense. Anyways, we're not talking about that today. But then you go to AI and it's like, yeah, didn't you guys watch Terminator?
Yeah.
That's exactly what's going on right now. And
Skynet's
I'm not
here.
missing the point of Terminator. This is Terminator.
Yeah. The smartest people in the world have told us what was I'm sorry, I deserve grief for this. The guy in the wheelchair.
Stephen Hawking.
Yes. What was his last words?
I was going to say Ironsides.
It was the Windows booting off sound effect.
Yes, but what was it? One of his last words. That's good.
I don't remember.
That's good. He said that AI will be the death of us. He said if there's one technology everybody should be afraid of, it's that one.
Yeah. And even the people who are running those companies, have you heard them talk about AI? They're like, this probably is not going to be good for us, but hey, it's going to be fun. It's like, you are owning the company. Hold on. Wait, what? You're saying that?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Terminator.
It's sad but true.
And people are worried about mammoths.
They're big furry teddy bears.
Yeah.
You were talking about Chris Hemsworth. He's got the looks and all that, but they miss his
Acting ability.
I was just looking at a list. Extraction 2. He was great in those.
Well, they're action movies, and he's an action star. I mean,
but it wasn't a comic book.
no.
And there's
You're pigeonholing the guy, and I think he's going to kick your ass.
no, I'm not. He was in Star Trek.
You just said You just said he was not a superhero in that movie.
I did not say he was not a superhero. Did I say he was not a superhero in those words?
Those words? Not specifically.
Yeah, see, there you go. Nah, 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 nah.
He's run circles around me verbally.
Yes. He was in Men in Black. One of them.
Oh, yeah. That.
I think what was it? Which, okay, it wasn't that great of a movie, but
yeah.
And it was pretty comedic. So forget that one.
Which Jackass was he in?
He was in Jackass?
No.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't remember that part. He was in Ghostbusters with women. As the
he was
person?
funny in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked him in that.
Hey, Crime 101.
He was exactly.
He was very, very good. I mean,
you know what he needs? And I'm serious here. He needs to be in a Tarantino film. That would give him some credit back because
be cool.
Yeah.
And what else he needs to be in? A Tarantino film that's based on a book written by R. Scott Bolton called Dead Dick.
He's too handsome for Richard Keene.
That's what makeup's for.
That's true.
Then we get hold of Nelson Cooper to.
Okay. I don't know how I didn't get credit for Furiosa. He was great in Furiosa.
Mm-hmm.
That should have been everybody's wake up call because he's not good looking in that movie, but he was terrific in it. I've been wanting to try this since I crumpled this up. So hold on, you ready? 3D.
What were you aiming for?
The camera.
Oh. Well, hello.
So Schwarzenegger, he made the announcement this week that he and oh my God, I'm gonna
wait a minute before you go back to that.
Good, go ahead.
You said, is it as bad as they say it is? Well, oh yeah, we did that with our percentage. So it was not that bad of a movie. Okay. What about Schwarzenegger?
Thanks for summing that up.
Hey, you're welcome.
Schwarzenegger announced that King Conan is coming, and he's going to return as Conan the Barbarian in his later years, which is appropriate. And as exciting as that is, Christopher McQuarrie is going to write and direct it. Yeah, it's like, holy crap. So that's a big deal. And that seems to be the one that's on the path to getting done the quickest. Because I mean, Schwarzenegger and Christopher McQuarrie.
I'll need to see that movie.
Yes, absolutely. Right. I mean, McQuarrie's the guy who did the Mission Impossible movies, the last few, right?
Uh-huh.
And bring it. I'm ready for that.
No, I mean, I need to see the old one.
Oh, you've never seen the original Conan? Don't tell Josh that.
I think he already knows.
No, he's still talking to you because he'll stop talking to you if he even knows. I think that's literally his favorite movie of all time. He used to listen to when he was at work, he listened to a loop of that soundtrack all day long.
It was on the radio at Regency, I remember.
Yeah.
Do you remember where you first saw Conan the Barbarian? The first one.
It was probably the Fox Theater in Ventura.
That's where I saw it on Mills.
Yeah.
That's now a jewelry store.
See, that's
a
the
little
thing.
bakery.
Imagine that Conan the Barbarian on IMAX.
Oof.
I mean, you can't now because it's not on IMAX format, but it would have been awesome. And that's what I'm hoping McQuarrie brings to it. So that seems to be online. He also said that he's received the script and they're moving forward on Commando 2. Now, I don't know how that's going to work out.
Well, we know who's not going to be in it.
All the people he killed in the first one.
Yeah, Sully.
Well, he promised to kill them last.
He lied.
That's true.
I haven't seen that one either.
Oh.
When you're looking for just fun, go see Commando. I'll never forget. It was me and my buddy Carl. We were the only people at the theater, the former Regency. It was Man then. And that movie came on. And in the first 5 or 6 minutes, I stood up and went, yeah, I'm going to love this movie. And because we were the only ones there. And I did. And Josh and I make a habit of watching it every Thanksgiving. That's our Thanksgiving movie. So it's a classic. So anyway, Commando 2 maybe. Now let's look at that for a little bit. Now you haven't seen it, but obviously Schwarzenegger is much older now. His daughter was played by Alyssa Milano. Is she going to come back and be the warrior, or is her kid's going to come back and be the warrior? I don't know. Why are you looking at me like that?
I thought his daughter was played by Ray Dong Chung.
No, she was the airport person that he kidnapped.
Say what? Wait.
Have you seen the movie, John?
Yeah. Okay, I gotta pull.
Sully kidnapped her, and Matrix rescued her.
And they go to Mars.
Yeah, and his eyes pop out.
Yeah. And
That's
then there's
Commando to Mars.
the
Sorry.
little guy under the jacket.
Yeah, Commando Recall. Okay, John's looking it up, but I just told you she's in the movie.
Then how come Alyssa Milano doesn't show up?
Because you haven't looked far enough.
I'm going all the way down.
That's what Andrea doesn't like, the opening scenes of Commando, which you'll see hopefully soon. But because it's all sweet, wonderful, and then things get personal. Oh God, I love that movie. So anyway, Commando 2 may be coming soon. They just have a screenplay right now, so we got a ways to go. And the third thing he announced is that it sounds like he will be returning to the Predator franchise at some point. Not really surprising, because Trachtenberg, who's in charge of that now, loves all the Predator movies. So
You're going to say something?
I stand corrected. See, I'm big enough to say that.
I literally said I watch it every year, and you're challenging me. Anyway.
I did hear that they were toying with the idea of having him in Badlands, I think it was, and Predator, the Killer of Killers, the animated one.
Yes.
The first day it was out on Hulu, it was one ending. And then the next day they changed it to I watched it day one, so I saw that ending where they had I forgot who was at the end of that.
It was several, right? Oh, in the Frozen thing, yeah. It was,
yeah.
Yes.
But then they changed it to also have Arnold and
Danny Glover.
From Predator 2 in there. And I'm like, well, hold on. Why did we change that? What's going on there? So I'm always seeing it in the card. Like even in the 2017 one that came out, or the 2019 one that came out, that was terrible.
Yeah.
But funny. Like everyone thought, at the end they're going to bring him back, and I guess that was one of the original plans. But it would be interesting.
Yeah, and it could be an animated version.
Yeah,
doesn't matter. It's fine. I just bring Arnold back to the Predator thing is a great idea.
I thought you were going to talk about Terminator, because James Cameron wants to do another Terminator.
Yeah, but he's flat out said Schwarzenegger will not be in it.
Oh, did he say that?
Yeah, he flat out said Schwarzenegger will not be involved, which kind of crushed me a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, I must have missed one because you said there was 3 things that Arnold.
King Conan, Commando 2, the new Predator.
Oh, I missed that one. Yeah, I did.
Okay.
See, I'm big enough to admit that too. Not really. Wait a minute.
I'll watch. You know, I'm glad we have Alan Richson because he fills the void that Schwarzenegger left open. But at the same time, I'll take my Arnold any day.
What number Predator is this going to be?
43.
Oh, okay. I thought
Hold on.
so.
Are you counting Alien versus Predator?
Hey, it's Predator. And I just misspelled it, so it doesn't matter. Oh, I'll put Predator ?
There's 8 Predator movies.
It's amazing.
And
But what will they call this one?
They'll come up with something. They're really good at it.
Well, I understand that, but how many Predators movies was he actually in? One?
one.
Just, well, kind of 2 if you count the animated because he's a cameo.
Well, you can't do. Well,
And it's his face.
I'm putting ?
Okay.
There.
Most of those Predator movies were reboots.
And some of them were good.
Then,
Some
did
of them
you
not so good.
did you count the Predator in space with Jason?
What?
Wasn't there a Jason versus Predator or something like that?
No.
What? That's Freddy versus
There's Freddy versus Jason.
Well, which is the one that took place in space?
Jason X?
I don't know.
Wait, the Predator that took place in space? All of them?
Well, no, I thought most of them happened here on Earth, on planet.
Yeah, but there's space stuff.
Well, yeah, you learn.
Which one?
Space.
Okay, hold on.
The first 2 were Earthbound, right? The rest of them were all space.
Okay, which is the one where the Predator is? Oh, didn't the Predator battle Alien?
Alien versus Predator.
Oh yeah.
the one he just asked about?
Both of those took place on Earth, but there were scenes outside in space. One took place in Antarctica, and then the other one we don't talk about.
I bought an Alien box set, and I don't.
Something pop out of it.
I forget how many movies are in it, but it's brand new, factory sealed at the thrift store. It's $4.99, and it's. I'm pretty sure it's Alien 1, 2, 3, 4.
Is it the Alien Anthology? It's the kind of holographic shiny one.
Yes.
That's a good one to have because that's the one I have. Each one of those discs has like a 2.5-hour documentary on how they made
Oh,
each
really?
of those movies, and I love those documentaries. Actually, I have a funny story about one. When I was making a monster movie for a short film competition, I had watched that documentary, and I heard that in the original Alien film, or it was Alien or Aliens, I can't remember which one exactly, but the slime that they used for the alien was KY jelly.
Oh.
And they had a guy who had a big, like, Home Depot bucket full of KY jelly, and between each take, he would just wipe it on. He was the KY guy. And
Is
so
that in the credits, KY guy?
yeah. Oh, I don't know if that's what it was, but they talked about that in the documentary, and I thought, okay, KY jelly, monster saliva. That's good. So when I was doing this monster short, I had this thing where it's behind the camera and you just see the slime dripping down, and it's like, oh, the monster's here. Cool. I need to go get KY jelly. I go to the Walgreens and I get a big tube of KY jelly and I put it down on the thing, and it's the only thing I'm getting. And the lady's like, I look at the lady and I say, hey, if this doesn't work for what I need it for, can I return it? And she looks at me, she's like, no. And I was like, well,
I better explain.
yeah, so I explained it, and she's like, I need to call my manager over. So then she calls the manager over.
KY question and all
Yeah.
for.
So we're at the cash register, and then I'm talking to the manager. I'm like, hey, I'm doing this movie. This is what happens. I need this thing of KY jelly, but if it doesn't work, can I return it? She's like, it has to be with either me or her. If it doesn't work, we're the only people who will return it, because no one else is going to ever take this
Understand.
back.
Yeah.
At a return.
You did explain what kind of movie you needed it for, right? You did say monster movie,
Yes.
because it's used in other movies too.
And I did say, that's the thing. I said, it's a monster movie, and that didn't convince them. And I was like, it's a non-pornographic monster movie. And they're like, oh, okay.
That's a great story.
Yeah.
Although I heard that there's a lot of money to be made in those.
Yeah, you know.
Not these days.
Oh my yeah.
I had that, and I've told that story too, and then like people will, because they when they come over to my house, they're looking for props and stuff, and they'll find the legendary bottle of KY.
Oh, really?
KY
You
jelly
never
that I still-
returned it.
I never returned it. I
Because
kept
it worked.
Yeah, so I kept it. I mean, it expired and it does not hold its consistency after a while, so I did eventually have to throw it away. So, but that's if you ever need a monster saliva, KY jelly. I learned it from that documentary. So
There's
it's
a tip for
good-
you right there.
Did you at
It's a have-
least keep the tube it came in?
I don't
Just
know.
as a prop.
I don't know if I ended up. I think I threw it away.
It's
But
really
yes, I
not the
just-
kind of thing you need to keep. I mean, the story you need to keep. The tube, not so much.
Yeah, but it was a fun.
Well, you just
fun
have a
story.
label on it. Used for monster.
See, that's the big difference between you and me, though, because you talk about those documentaries and things. I don't like those, and it's the same reason that I don't want magic secrets revealed to me. I don't want to know how they did it, because then it kind of takes away from it. You, though, on the other hand, you watch it because you're using it as tips,
Uh-huh.
things like that. So I get that, but I don't. I buy all these DVDs with bonus discs with all that stuff on there, and I don't want to know. I kind of want to just keep the magic,
Me, I think it enhances the magic almost.
Yeah.
Like it like in a way I can still see the movie for what it is as a movie, but then it like there's this extra layer of it. It's like, wow, like they were able to do that back then. They were able to solve this problem, figure this out. Today they wouldn't sit there and do that.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if you ever watched the documentary on Disney Channel or not Disney Channel, Disney Plus, Light and Magic. It's about ILM.
Yeah, I've heard of it. I haven't seen it.
There's this really cool thing where they're talking about the movie Poltergeist, how they filled this fish tank up with water and they put the little marionette puppets inside, and because the flowy costuming they put on the little puppets would flow around and it would help with the ghost effects. I'm like, okay, I need to keep that. Or when the house collapses in on itself, you know what they did for that? They built a little house, like a reconstruction of the house. They broke it apart into multiple pieces. They re-glued it back together and attached piano strings to it, and then put those piano strings through a PVC pipe that when the person yelled action, they would pull the PVC pipe, right? But then they needed smaller pieces because if it just crumbled into 6 pieces, that doesn't work. So they had a guy with a shotgun on the other side so that when they call action, this guy just shoots it so they get those small pieces as the other guys pull in on it so it just collapses in on itself.
That's cool.
It worked really well.
And it worked really, I think they did it 2 times and they're like, all right, we got it.
Yeah, that's impressive.
So it's like, who would do that?
Figure it out. Yeah. Tom Savini would do that in the old days, but yeah.
I remember when I was in film school, the first film school I went to when we were doing one of our projects, there was a scene where they shot it through a glass partition of some sort, but they had it at an angle to give it like a ghost effect, because they had the actor on the other side of this glass. They had it tilted at a certain angle. Then with the camera at another angle, made it look like a ghost thing.
Oh yeah, Pepper's ghost effect.
Yeah, it was really. I learned. I'm going. Oh, wow, that's cool. I learned how to age a piece of paper to make it look like it was very old. It's amazing what you can do with tea.
I love all that stuff. I get what you're saying about it enhances magic, because it also can do that. You see them create a scene behind the cameras, and then you watch, and where is that stuff? It's all become part of the magic. Most of the time though, I just don't want to know. And it's the same with magic tricks. I love magic. Here at the House of Magic, there's tons of it, but I never want to know how it's done. I don't just fool me. I'd rather just be fooled.
So much stuff is done CGI. When I was heavily into film production, I loved practical effects. To me, well, for one, it seems like it was cheaper to do practical effects than it was computer generated effects. Because when you're watching these end credits and you see tons of people associated with CGI, it's like, okay, now I know some stuff has to be done computer. There's no getting around it. But I don't know, being one that has done it, I just had this thing for practical effects.
I wish you'd been around for Tomorrow Never Dies when James Bond goes off that cliff into the CGI wave, because that a practical effect had to work better than that effect. That's one thing I can't stand. I mean, I whatever works best for the movie, it works for me, CGI or practical. But if it's bad CGI, it takes you out of the movie.
Are you talking about the one where he's surfing?
Yeah, he goes off that cliff and the parasail opens up and he sails down. And oh my God, it's so bad.
Well, didn't they do that twice? One of them where he's skis off that thing when this parachute comes out. It's the Union Jack flag.
That was For Your Eyes Only with Roger Moore.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Pierce Brosnan, Tomorrow Never Dies. And it was.
Oh, okay. The one with
did you see that one?
Car?
Nope. That's like with James Bond, I've only seen GoldenEye and the Daniel Craig Casino Royale.
Oh, okay. Those are good ones.
Yeah.
But I want to sit down and just, in order of how they were released, just go through them all.
I've been tempted to do that recently myself because it's been a while since. I mean, we haven't had any James Bond because Amazon's still busy trying to figure out how they can screw it up.
How many Bond films do you have?
I got all of them.
Oh, okay. I don't have all of them. I was going to say several. I got a few.
So in Tomorrow Never Dies, he's down there. Is it Antarctica? I don't know. He's in someplace snowy.
Yeah.
And
So nice.
and he's driven his invisible cars there. Now, invisible technology does exist. It's where they've got cameras all on one side that record what's on the other side and project it to the other side. So that okay, I get that. Maybe he could have a invisible car, but he's driving in the snow.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to hear the car drive in the snow. I don't care how quiet the engine is. You're going to hear the crunch of the tires. You're going to hear it's like, okay, it's bad. Anyway, so he's there for a while and they find out it's him and they chase him off. So he's on skis and he's skiing toward this cliff. And the cliff looks bad. It looks fake. It looks like a painting or something. And as he gets near to the end of it, the cliff starts to collapse and it's just god-awful CGI. He sails off the cliff into the glacial huge waves. Parasail opens up. He floats down and he's surfing on the glacier waves. And the effect is so bad, it's like it's a stick puppet with Pierce Brosnan's face painted on it. And you're all, this is a James Bond movie. This should never happen.
So basically, this was a jump the shark moment.
It was a jump the wave moment. It was, oh my God. I just remember watching it going, no. And that's the sad thing. You guys know my opinion about the Bonds. They're all as good as each other. They're just products of an era. So things have got to change, you know? Pierce Brosnan got the raw end. He got the first GoldenEye way better than it should have been. It was just incredible. From that point on, his scripts got worse and he didn't get a fair shake. And by the time it came for him, more troubles happened and he was replaced. But that's the only good thing about Amazon is they've got the money to spend. Maybe they won't skimp. James Bond movies are famous for having $300-400 million budgets. That's a ton of money.
Mm-hmm.
You don't make bad effects with $300-400 million. You fix it. You go find another 100 million someplace. I don't care, but it's atrocious. It's just atrocious. I've talked enough.
No, well,
okay. He hasn't.
That is true. My favorite Bond will always be Sean Connery. Maybe because he was the first one that I actually saw on the big screen. My second favorite is Daniel Craig. And then I really like Timothy Dalton, Pierce Brosnan. As much as I did like Roger Moore, I found Roger Moore to be too campy.
That was what they decided. That was the era. That's what people wanted then.
And then
except for Your Eyes Only, which was not campy.
And Lazenby.
Not For Your Eyes Only.
Lazenby.
George Lazenby.
He only did one Bond movie. And you have no idea who we're talking about. You have that look on your face.
No, I was
Her Majesty's Secret Service.
wondering how many, if you were to put them all together, how many Bond movies are there?
25.
Oh, that's not bad.
And then, 25?
Yes.
Are you including the,
No.
I think it was Playhouse 90.
No. I'm counting the Broccoli era.
Okay.
Broccoli films.
But there was one, it was a black and white. It had Peter Lorre in it as the bad guy. Is Lafif.
Uh-huh.
And Bond was an American CIA agent.
Mhm.
And Felix was I started to say Felix Unger. That's a different TV show. In the later movies of James Bond, Felix was a CIA operative, American CIA. But in
The books, he always was.
in the television production of Casino Royale, Bond was an American CIA agent and Felix was a British agent.
Mhm.
And it was pretty good production. I got
It was, even though they changed it for the American audience, it was actually a pretty good production. And do you have Casino Royale on Blu-ray or DVD?
I don't own any of the James Bond movies.
Oh, okay. You need to fix that.
because technically there was 3 Casino Royales, counting that American version.
Would you like me to pick you up some? Because I noticed that the Port Hueneme Goodwill has several of the Bond films on DVD. You won't hurt my feelings if you say no.
Well, because I just want to watch them in order. Like
Oh.
that's the thing. So if I start, because I've seen those collection packs.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, this guy's era, this guy's era, this guy's era, and it's like, yeah, but I don't.
And plus, they skip because of the Never Say Never Again.
Yeah. So
If you fold that in there, which is now included in the box sets. So even though it's not a broccoli film, it wasn't bad at all. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how I want to, because I know there's a box set with all of them that's like over $100,
That's the one I bought.
but it's like, where on my list of like what I need to watch does it land? So it's
At least you would have
tumbling
access
around in
to
there
it
right
between Scott and me,
Yeah.
because you got them all.
Yep.
And I have a few of them, so
Mhm.
at least you have access to them.
And by the way, I know a lot of you are out there screaming right now. Yes, the Bond films are also a product of their era. There's scenes in the Bond films that give you pause. It's like, not sure that was the right way to handle that, but that again, they're products of the era, and they're not as glaring as The Quiet Man, for example. So I didn't want you to think I was a hypocrite, because I get that point, but because it's true, they're products of the era too. We're going to close out today saying best wishes to Bruce Campbell, recently diagnosed with cancer. And he's not saying which kind of cancer. He doesn't have to. It's his business. But he did say that it unfortunately is an uncurable form of cancer, but it is a treatable form of cancer. So, Bruce, we need you. You're important to the world. So please get better, because it's, can you imagine a world without Bruce Campbell? I don't think I can.
I mean, everything I've seen him in, he puts Bruce Campbell in every one of his characters. If you know what I mean.
I do exactly what you mean. Yeah, that's what you love about him. He's he's that guy.
That short-lived TV series, Briscoe County.
Yeah.
He was fantastic in that.
And the greatest television show that was ever made, Ash versus the Evil Dead.
And then he was also in what was that one where he's like former government agent, CIA or something like that.
That was a great show.
Yeah. You can't remember the name of it.
It's Burn Notice.
Yeah, Burn Notice. Another good TV series. Better than what it should have been.
Yes. Yeah, I remember when Ash versus the Evil Dead got canceled, and Bruce wasn't too upset about it. And people were saying, you don't seem like you're very upset about this. And he said, I'm 50 some odd years old. I could be nice to go home after work, not covered in blood. I thought he's got a good point, because those shows, did you ever see the TV series?
I saw the first 2 seasons.
Yeah.
I didn't see the third one though.
It's you saw they were just sopping with blood in that show all the way through. God, I love that show so much. I actually based a character off of the actress in that show. Gina is her name, I think. I don't remember.
But he also played, wasn't he in Bubba Hotep?
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
And perhaps his best role, I will fight for him every day on that, is Elvis Presley. The writing was poignant, and he was terrific in that. As silly as that movie is, Bruce Campbell was amazing. So,
I've only seen 2, possibly 3 actors who I thought were fantastic Elvises. Bruce Campbell, Kurt Russell, and
Austin Butler. You better say Austin Butler.
I'm trying to remember which one he was in. Which one was he in?
Elvis.
Oh yeah, Austin Butler.
Yeah.
But as a younger Elvis,
Well, he played Elvis throughout his years.
Oh, okay.
So
I'm not. Is that on Netflix or Prime?
I don't know. We'll look it up after we get off the air
Yeah.
here, but you should see it. It's a very good film. It pisses you off though. All right, folks, we'll see you next week. Thanks for watching. Any plans for what you're going to watch this week?
Was it Hail Mary's coming out this week?
Project Hail Mary. Yeah, the reviews through the roof.
And then there's something else. I want to say there's another horror movie coming out this week or something. I don't know.
I saw one review for Project Hail Mary. It was just a quip, but it said, quote, "They don't make movies like they used to." And then Project Hail Mary, hold my beer. Yeah, nice.
Now, you remember Interstellar?
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's going to be interesting. Well, for me, it's going to be interesting to compare Interstellar, the story, with Project Hail Mary.
Oh, you're not going to find that. I mean, they're both really richly science-based, but the stories are completely different.
Yeah, but they both have to deal with the destruction of the earth.
Well, so does Oppenheimer. Not yet, but it's coming.
You know what I woke up to this morning. Anyways, Ready or Not 2 comes out.
Oh, that's
Thursday.
right. Yeah,
That's
I want
what
to see
wanna
that. I think Johnny and I are going to go see The Bride on Monday if we can get a time that works. I know. Somebody has to do it, Jeff.
Tonight or tomorrow. This weekend, I plan on watching Frankenstein.
Well, so you're ready for The Bride?
No, what I would like. Oh, before we see The Bride, we should see the original with Elsa Lanchester.
I think that's a mistake.
Elsa Lanchester.
This is a punk rock version of that.
You know what you should see going into it? You should watch Joker 2. Get yourself in the mindset of another similar movie that's going to probably waste your time.
We'll find out. Anyway,
Go to your local theaters.
I mean, there's not much else playing. And I thought, well, I haven't seen that. So, but I don't know if the times work. I got to figure out.
Hey, go to your local movie theaters before they turn them into casinos.
Just go there anyway. Go now. Stop listening to this show and go to the movies.
Don't see Undertone though.
Yeah, you heard about that.
Yeah,
or maybe go and tell me that I'm wrong. I mean, you're going to be wrong. But,
okay,
Go see Hoppers. You'll put a smile on your face.
Go see Undertone if you can get in for free. That way you don't have to feel bad about wasting your money.
Then you're wasting you're doing the movies any good.
Well,
unless you buy a large popcorn.
Oh, there you go. And a large soda.
Scream's out still.
That's right. And
watch that.
Yeah, that dropped. The worst drop in Scream history. That was a surprise.
Yeah, well, I heard
that ending, dude. That's what killed it. It's just like it did not make.
What they do? Have someone come in with the saw.
You find out that Nev Campbell was a murderer.
That would have been way more interesting than what they did.
Wow.
Did her ex-husband come in? You know, the lawyer.
I think that was 2 movies ago.
Think of all the Campbells we talked about today. Phil Campbell, Bruce Campbell, Nev Campbell. I'm going to go home and have soup.
You beat me to it. Campbell's chicken noodle.
My Aunt Frances, her last name is Campbell.
And now we've talked about 4 Campbells.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. We'll see y'all next week. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Don't forget, if you're listening and you'd like to see the show, go to roughedge.tv and you can find us there. And also give us a like or subscribe. It doesn't hurt you, but it helps us and we appreciate it. Don't we? See? Just oozing off the screen.
I'm shaking my head yes. Yes direction.
That's true.
I do have one more thing.
Uh-oh.
Dear God.
Yes. The reason why I'm wearing this green Hawaiian type shirt is because St. Patrick's Day is coming up on the 17th, which is only 3 days away. So if you go forth, have some nice Irish whiskey. Stay away from green beer. It ain't Irish. That's all.
Neither is Bush, but people are going to drink it. It doesn't matter if it's green beer, if it's an American beer, because then it's still not Irish.
Oh, that's true. So you want to drink Harbs?
What do you?
Guinness?
Did you put marbles in your mouth?
I think I did.
Bye.
Later days.
Brought to you by The Grape, Ventura County's premier jazz venue and cocktail lounge, located at 2733 East Main Street in Ventura. For menu and music schedule, visit them online at thegrape.club.
This has been a Rough Edge Studios production.